Classified. What a big week it's been in footy. Matthew Lloyd, Damien Barrett, Jimmy Bartell. Guys, let's get straight into the action. We've got so much to get through tonight. And Dame, I'll go to you first of all. Charlie Cameron at the tribunal. We're up to week 6 and suddenly again we've got no idea what the rules are.
I don't think there's as much confusion as ever, Ed, in what is allowed and what isn't allowed when it comes to protection of the head. The Charlie Cameron issue, we'll look at it now. This is the tackle on Jake Lever. Again, Thursday night incident, Tuesday night tribunal hearing, and then...
So just on that, you're saying, come on, can we get these things done in real time?
Yeah, well,
that should have been done on Friday morning. It's a work day, full-time people at the AFL. Get it done.
That's one part of it. I'll go through a blueprint for it in a moment, Ed, as to what I think should happen. But the specifics of the Cameron situation were stunning in how it was worded. And the reference there to, you can see references there to, it was a lower range of careless. So we've now got a subset of careless when it comes to adjudication on these matters. There's a reference there to one player's weight against another player's weight. AFL Yearbook itself did not allow the referencing of players' weights in this. So that last line, it was careless but not grossly careless. It just does not make sense. And then comes the character aspect of this situation where Cameron was cleared last night to play football this weekend. And the character referencing there by Eddie Betts and Gregory Eagert, I was under the impression that the character references were not allowed, and they were allowed last night under Adrian Anderson's defence of Charlie Cameron, who was said to have had a good conduct record, and then we find this when we analyse what he has had happened to him over his journey in the AFL in this space. So that's not a clean record. It hasn't been a suspension, but it's not a clean record. Matt,
is it as simple as this, that the tribunal didn't think he should have been rubbed out? I don't think he should have been rubbed out. I think it was so soft that it shouldn't have been anywhere near it. Did they actually have to come up with something to try and get him off because it just didn't fit into the rules that they have?
Well, I think don't bring in the character aspect of it then.
No, I don't think it's great because all of the Collingwood Football Club go down to Magpie Nest and look after the homeless. So we should be right for a few.
Yeah, well, Jack Crisp was mentioned today. I think he's played over 212 games or something like that, and he's never had a suspension. Does a lot for charity. So any bet the loophole will be closed though. Any bet the AFL will come down and bring in something like this in the next period, Damo, where the next player who comes up can't use character.
Well, let's have a look what I think needs to happen. I've just got a 4-point bullet plan on this, Gordo, and I think that's the first thing that has to happen. And we'll hear from Andrew Gillen in a moment about this aspect of what happened last night. He has acknowledged that, but just immediately close it, and don't close it at the end of the year as part of a review. Come out tomorrow and say, no, that is finished. We are not allowing this in tribunals. It's not meant to be allowed. When I say remove Michael Christian as boss, it's not directed at Michael Christian as a person, but bring that role inside the building. Bring it inside AFL headquarters. Make it a permanent appointment as an employee to do this role. Michael Christian is outside the building. He's outsourced. Scrap the tribunal. We've got, this is under the judiciary system in the AFL system. As we know, we've got umpires, we've got the match review office, we've got a tribunal, and wait for it, we've got an appeals tribunal. Remove one of the tribunals, remove the legal eagles that are attached to that too. Adrian Anderson, why is he able to represent players now? He was the one who introduced it to the AFL when he was football operations boss.
So you need a tribunal so we don't end up at the federal court.
One tribunal's enough, Ed. You don't need two. I don't know what other system allows 2 tribunals, and then that last one.
Well, they had to have a tribunal appeal to stop people going to the federal court, but I understand what you're saying is that they've put another layer underneath.
The tribunal is the appeal, in my eyes, Ed, and that is enough legal protection.
It's a very good point you make, but those were there to stop the litigation. And my point on all this is that it seems to be all the rules are now about litigation, not the actual name of the game. And we'll get to some of these blokes who are headbutting the ground in a few moments' time.
And you finally come to my point, point 4, football and non-football acts. I think it clears up a lot of confusion for the general football public. Yep. But it's easy to look at an inch and go, well, that's a football act. The non-football acts, we started a week and move our way up. A little bit more leniency for the football ones. But also, I wouldn't mind you adding another layer in there too, Damo. Get rid of all the legal eagles that just swarm to the tribunal. You've got a CEO, a football manager, nearly every club has a legal representative in there. Why are we spending thousands and thousands of dollars on someone?
If you're around long enough, you see it come and go. Because I used to do the tribunal, and the whole idea was you weren't allowed to have any legal representation, including the members of the tribunal. You know, that's with Fingers Finlay. He used to get up, and it was great.
Yeah, the players had to get it.
Yes, it was. Let's have a listen to what Andrew Dillon had to say about it today.